Hey folks, I'm Aslin Bloor from AZ Entertainment. It's another episode of Simply Singapore. And today we're making Roti John, starting with a French baguette. What is Roti John? We'll find out in a minute. Let's go say hello to some friends. First of all, we're going to go over to Croatia because we've got some friends cooking along with me today. For the first time, Croatian-style Roti John. Let's go say hello to Jasmina Brozović and Zvonimir Fras. Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be here. Can't wait to introduce Roti John to Croatian people. So everybody tune in and see.
Have you got lots of people in your friends in Croatia watching this? Is Zvonimir's mom watching?
And yes, she is. And hi, Zvonimir's mom and dad. Both.
Hi, Zvonimir's mom and dad. Right, Jasmina, you got something to show us on your shirt today.
Yes, I would like to say that we are glad to be on AZ Entertainment. Hi.
That's cool. That's too cool. Right, we're going to go on over and say hello to Chef Michael Thomas, who has kindly agreed to join us despite being on call for work.
Hello. Hello from Indy.
From Indiana. Yeah. Some of us might not know what Indy is.
I'm sorry.
Well, what's the weather like there today? Warm? Cold?
Oh, yes. Very nice. We're coming up on 80 degrees so far. Sunny. Pardon me?
What's the real temperature?
That would be 80 degrees Celsius, I believe.
No, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I have no idea what's in Celsius. What is it in Celsius?
Well, I have two sides to my thermometer. Sorry about that.
Right, no, I'm kidding. I was going to say go check what it is now. Does anybody know? Anybody knows what 80 degrees Fahrenheit is? Please?
Unfortunately, I don't know.
Do you guys do Celsius in Croatia?
Celsius. Electric system all the way.
Yeah, same here. So any of you guys want to let us know what it is? 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Sounds warm, doesn't it? So, right. Yeah. Let's get cooking. One of our friends, Chef Benjamin Fisher, is trying to join in. You might see him hopping in and out, you know, the chap holding that chili pepper there. Anyway, so we're going to be cooking Roti John. The link for the recipe has just been posted on the event stream itself. Now, roti, many of you know, is the generic name for bread in many languages. Whether it's flat bread or fresh bread or baguette, it's all roti. Now, Roti John has a history that goes back to the middle 20th century in Singapore. If you read the blog post, you'll know that it came about sometime in the 1960s when a hawker, a stall owner in Singapore, was approached by an Englishman who was dying for a hamburger. Despite the Englishman's explanations of what a hamburger is, this stall owner was a little bit confused. And he whipped up some eggs, added some onions in it, and fried up some omelette with a baguette and presented it to the Englishman. And as he gave the plate to the Englishman, he said in Malay, "Sila makan roti John," as in please help yourself to the roti John. All Caucasians were called John. So Roti John came into being. And for those of you who've been watching Simply Singapore for a little while, we had a similar thing going on with Ayam Kapitan in season 1, how that name came about as well. So that's Roti John for you. Now we've got Jasmina and Zvonimir in Croatia. They're going to cook along with me. So we're going to get started. Let's see. Why don't you talk us through the ingredients, guys?
Okay, you go.
Okay, we have some ground beef or minced beef that we previously cooked on some oil with some salt and pepper and some chili. Okay, and then we chopped finally 1 onion and added to the meat. So this is what we have for now, and we have, of course, 2 kinds of baguettes. So we'll see which one we'll use, and that's it. So this is what Zvonimir makes, so he will actually cook. I will just assist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if a fire starts, she'll go and get some water to put it out. So.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm a fireman in disguise.
Awesome, awesome. Right, we've got Chef Mirel actually has just piped in and said that it's 26 degrees.
Very hot.
That's very cool. That's nice. That's t-shirt and shorts weather. So right, so let's get cooking. Now we're it's gonna come off me. That's it. Now we're going to start off with a baguette, as we said. Now make sure you get the right size because you heard it here first, people. Size does matter. So we're gonna. There you go. Someone else who agrees with me. Size does matter. So which one are you going to be using? The small one or the big one?
I haven't
This
done
one
that.
is thick but short. This one is long but.
Oh my God! Children watching probably stop it.
Right. So we're going to start off with cutting the baguette in half, depending on your size. If you've got a really long baguette, you know, then go for thirds or quarters or whatever it is. So, got it, guys? Right? So what we're going to do is...
Benjamin!
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Benjamin.
Hey, Benjamin, you look like you've lost weight.
What, with the teeth? I haven't ate a lot.
Despite all those pancakes. Now, I'm glad you joined us because Jamal would really be missing your hair, you know, otherwise.
Oh, I tried my best. I'm a little late. Connection problems, but everything's good. We're good to go now. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. I have been watching the show. I have seen what you've been up to. It's all looking good so far.
So did you hear our tip of the day? Size matters.
Size matters.
Sure does, baby.
In a PG rating.
Righty-ho. So we've got the baguette. We're going to turn on the heat the pan. Okay. Now, any old flat griddle, heavy base frying pan will suffice for this job. I've got one of my favorite frying pans, and so we're going to heat this on fairly medium high heat. And what we've got is our eggs here. Full recipe. The link is on the event stream. linksfood.com. So we've got our eggs.
We don't have the eggs.
Take your time, because you guys are supposed to be, cooking along, so don't worry about it. So we've got the eggs. What we're going to do to this egg here is add a previously portion of quickly sautéed minced beef. Now, some people don't cook the mince before adding it. I prefer to cook the mince because then you're not overcooking the eggs during the actual cooking process. And then we add some freshly chopped onions to this mix. Here we go. And what we need to do is season the stuff very well, because of course your baguette is going to be fairly plain. How are you guys doing in the kitchen? You doing your eggs now?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
Done, I think.
We're pouring the eggs into the meat and onion mixture.
Okay, great, fabulous. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to heat the oil up. So we've got a mixture of eggs, we've got a mixture of the eggs, the onions, the beef, salt and pepper.
Yes.
And so the whole process is pretty easy, and I'm keeping this fairly simple. I've got a jar here of freshly made chili paste, which is a common ingredient in Roti John. This is homemade chili paste, but I'm keeping it easy. No chilies in mine, as bland as can be. Although, if you want, the alternative is freshly chopped chilies, green or red. Now, Roti John is of Malay origin, although of course when you think about it, it came about to satisfy an Englishman's hunger. So, you know, a fusion dish, if you ever saw one. The Malays are considered the indigenous people the real indigenous people of Singapore. Their history goes back a long, long time, hundreds of years. Once upon a time, Singapore was called Temasek, which in Malay, in Sanskrit, means fishing village. So here we go. We've got the baguette cut in half. All right. You could butter the baguette if you want, but I shan't bother. Now, once it's hot, what we're going to do is we're going to add a portion of our egg mix in there. A generous portion, because this is supposed to be making a meal. So a generous portion.
Can we put some red paprika in it?
You can absolutely put red paprika in it. It'll give it a lovely, yeah, smoky taste. So you've got the omelette. As soon as the omelette goes in, the egg goes in, you add the bread. You're not going to wait for the omelette to start cooking. The bread goes in there.
Do we put all of it or just some of it and then some of it
Healthy.
later?
Half. Let's put half the portion, shall we?
Okay.
Looking good then, Zvonimir? Like a pro.
Actually, he will tell you more about it, but he was 2 years ago in a cooking show on Croatian TV.
Yeah?
Yeah. So.
So, there we go. So they've got the baguette on there.
You mean he's nice, a pretty face?
Don't set off your fire alarm. I've done that.
Okay.
Right. So here we go. Your omelette is setting. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just fold this over. If you want to, fold this over. Just to make it into a neat little bundle. If you don't want to, leave it hanging.
So
Leave it hanging, kind of, no, I shan't say that. It'd be too PG rated. I'll leave it. Okay. So we're going to fold the omelette in there. Fold the other end if you want to, but I'm going to leave that. Okay, so here we go. Cooking the omelette.
This is good. It smells delicious.
Oh, doesn't it? So yum. Right. I'm going to start with Benjamin. Ben, tell us, seen anything like this?
Never. I'm really surprised. Like all week, I've been excited about meeting Roti John, but no, it looks fantastic. It's a great idea. It's packed full of protein as well with the eggs.
So easy, isn't it, Michael? You're the professional chef amongst us. Anything comes to mind?
Quality effort is all that I have to say for this dish, and I'm very impressed with your choice of or selections of ingredients. And yes, there are quite a few different egg mixture entree available here in the U.S. They actually have a similar recipe. I believe it's a Spanish recipe that they use for soft tacos.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. We're gonna just see how Zvonimir is doing before we get a close up of mine. How are we doing? Doing good? Okay, cool. Now we're gonna.
I just want to take it now and eat it all because it smells so good.
It does. You want to eat it now, don't you? Right. I'm going to go back here. We've been talking a little bit, so it is browning a little bit. So what we're going to do now is this is done. So let me show you what it looks like on the other side. How does that look? Cool, eh? Yum or what? So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this over or leave it flat on its back to just brown.
Good.
And split it if you want to, whatever. We're going to brown the other side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to squash it down and just brown it ever so slightly for a little bit of crunch and flavor on the outside of the baguette.
So we have to flip the two parts together.
Yeah, so you fold it up.
Done.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me go back into the Croatian kitchen. How are you guys doing? Set off your fire alarm yet?
Not yet.
It looks done. It's brownish.
Yeah, it looks like yours actually.
Cool. Wow.
Oh my god, look
Good. Right. Turn the heat off. That's it. Okay. Serve it up onto a plate.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get the big picture on me. So okay, so that's done. So we're just gonna just take it all, serve it up onto a plate or a chopping board, because you know you could serve it up like this if you want to, or you could cut it up, which would make for easier eating. Oh, we're ready with a knife there. Woo, smoky, baby.
Can you show you some? Look. What do you say?
Okay.
Hang on, coming to you. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, that looks good.
Is this how it's supposed to look?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to look.
Oh,
Awesome. Now, let's, if you want to, slice it up.
okay.
Yeah.
All right?
That's a big version.
How many parts do you? Just like a.
Depending on whether you listen to my advice about size being important, 3 or 4.
Oh, 3 or 4.
So then we're just going to slide it all onto the plate.
Okay.
There we are. Okay. Now, traditionally, this is served with tomato ketchup and more recently, mayonnaise. So we get all our toppings. Let me just go see what they're doing in Croatia. How are you doing, guys?
Fine. We have. Can we put some cheese in it?
Absolutely. Move your Roti John closer to your cooker, because it's being hidden right now. We can't really see your. That's it. Where the chopping board is. Cool.
So we have cheese.
Okay, so they're putting some in their very smoky kitchen. They're putting some cheese.
I know. You get a little extra.
Roti John.
So they're putting, okay, so a recent, that's it, tomato ketchup, go on.
We have ketchup there. Oh my god. It's okay. And we got some
Chili mayonnaise.
chili mayo.
Yum.
Chili mayo, nice. That's one of my favorite condiments, chili mayo.
And I made some kidney bean salad with onions.
Nice.
There you go.
So you're going to serve that with your salad. Cool. Great idea. That becomes a complete meal then, doesn't it?
Yeah, that sure does.
Aslin, I've got a quick question.
Yeah.
Is this like Malaysian?
Go on.
Is this like Malaysian street food? Would they normally just sort of sell it on the street and you just grab a portion and just sort of?
It can be. It can be. In Singapore and Malaysia, street food is not, we have street food, but it's not quite what you think. What we do have a lot of is hawker food. These are food stalls scattered all over the country. Singapore is a small island, so scattered all over the country. And food costs as little as the equivalent of £1.50, depending on what you're actually ordering. So this is your typical hawker food. So you could call it street food because this is so easy to eat, and it brings to mind the Vietnamese banh mi. Anybody familiar with that? Baguette with meat filling and stuff. But of course, in this case, we've got a fry-up of omelette. Let's go to Croatia because they're done.
It's beautiful. Look at it.
Awesome. That looks great. So it's like a burger, isn't it, with a baguette?
No, it's different, and it has the eggs, so it's totally different. Can we try some?
Yeah.
The Croatians like to eat.
They sure look like it, don't they?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Better than burger.
this is going to be one of those dishes that we're going to prepare for our friends.
Cool. That's probably the best.
It's gonna be instead of bake forward, bake it forward. You know.
Bake it forward. Yeah. Introduce it, and then maybe one of your friends who owns a restaurant can even introduce it into their eating place. Right, here we go. So, chili sauce, mayo is a recent addition these days to make it more like your pizza. You've got pepperoni, salami, and all sorts of things going in there. And if you take...
It looks beautiful.
That's what the inside looks like. Let me bring it up. That was quick. That was easy. It makes a great party food.
Yes.
It makes a great picnic food, and it makes a great lunchbox food because it's fabulous, warm or cold or whatever it is as well. Right.
And men can do it, For all those men who don't cook, come on, guys, you can do this. See? I mean, you're chefs, so don't worry. But lots of guys don't cook.
Michael, you were gonna say?
I was going to ask, what would you recommend as a side for this if you were to serve it as a whole entree?
To me, just a green salad. I'm a huge fan of green salad. Nothing beats here. As you can see, what I've done here is I've just served it up with some cucumbers, tomatoes, and some red onions. Just as a very, very light. This is heavy. I don't know if you guys can picture it. It's half a small baguette, and it's got meat, it's got eggs. So it's actually heavy. So all you want is a side salad. That's all.
Side salad. Okay.
To go with, whatever your favorite kind of salad is. I wanted to do something quick, something easy, and something that uses ingredients that are so easily available.
Right.
That's what you got today. Quick and easy.
Right.
Let's go look at, what I have been ignoring is all the comments. So let's go look at some comments now and say hello to some of our friends. We've got Carmen, Elena, Chef Mirel, Jamal from Jordan. Carmen Mendich says, I love banh mi too. I just love eating plain food, I think is probably what she's saying. Here we go. Chef Mirel says too, I'm a banh mi addict. I can't wait to try this version. And Carmen Mandich, I just want you to know that I go from watching these events directly to the kitchen. So, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So, Ben, what have you been doing this weekend in your on your farm?
We've been planting up lots this weekend. The polytunnels are basically sort of being constructed, ready for this year. Lots of salads going in, cleaned out the chickens. Also always a great job. But lots going on at the moment. Lots going in the ground. Got some sheets down, getting the ground nice and hot for the tomatoes to go in a couple more weeks. But the sun is shining, but not quite time yet.
No, not quite. We've got, I'm just going to bring up another comment here from Elena, who says that in Italy we do frittata. Of course, I think we're all pretty familiar with frittatas. I love them. Makes great lunchbox food too. Michael, last weekend was a very busy weekend for you, wasn't it? Tell us a little bit about
it. We had the Final Four college basketball championship games here. We actually had the Final Four itself on Saturday. And then we had the national championship college basketball game on Monday here in Indianapolis. And my schedule was swamped completely.
And you hardly slept for what, 4 or 5 days?
Actually 3. Yeah.
3, just 3. You didn't sleep much for 72 hours then. And
No.
and have things wound down, or do you have a busy summer coming up?
Oh, real busy coming up. We have the Indianapolis 500 coming up next month. This month there's a lot of cooking competitions going on here in Indianapolis. People trying to get the center point of attention for their either recipes or restaurants here in Indianapolis. They actually have a competition every April that's called the Indy Street Festival competition, where different restaurants and chains and facilities compete to see who can come up with a signature dish to base for Indianapolis.
Okay, wow, sounds like a fun time, full time as well.
It is.
Lots of good food.
Yes.
Thank you, Michael. I'm just going to bring up this question from Chef Miral. Are veggies ever added to make it a little healthier, like spinach and grated carrots or bell peppers? Well, no. But it can be a version if you want it to be, but you know, this is Roti John. There are no two ways about how you make Roti John. Make it healthier, add some salad. As I said, it's always served with salad, cucumbers, tomatoes, for the fresh veggie side of things. And we've got our Russian chef saying hello to our two chefs on the panel.
Hi.
Hi there, how you doing?
Right, so we've got Marwa Murad, who your friend, right? Originally your friend, yep, saying, wait, actually, let me just bring the comment up. Nice to see you guys again. This Roti John is yummy. I mean, looks yummy. Okay, so how's your Croatian Roti John looking then? Did you put some paprika in there?
Yes, it looks half eaten though.
You guys are funny. You guys are funny.
Yeah, see? It looks very yummy. So we're gonna do some cucumbers and tomatoes next time when it comes. It's summertime soon, so we're gonna have some fresh tomatoes and cucumbers and bell peppers. So we're gonna make a lot of different side dishes with this Rajani.
Yeah, fantastic. And you could try, like I said, you could try putting some, you know, make variations of it. So put some pepperoni, salami, whatever. Oh, another version that's quite popular in Singapore as well is sardines, tomato sardines.
Yes.
You know, sardines in tomato. That's a very common food in Singapore and Malaysia. So that's it, folks. That was a very quick and easy hawker food from Singapore. Found in Malaysia, found in Brunei as well. Now, next week, we've got Kondrup and Jane doing some Turkish street food from Australia, because, you know, Turkish food is practically local in Australia. So Anna Jane will be joining us. In 2 weeks' time, we have got something new for you. I'm going to let Jasmina and Zvonimir tell us all about it.
Okay, go ahead, Zvonimir. It's your show.
Okay, in 2 weeks we're gonna do kind of a dance show where you'll all come and we'll teach you some dancing moves and we'll all dance together and have fun. That's the idea. So I've got some ideas of what to do, some choreography we can all do. You don't need a partner this time, but you may need it in the future. So come on, if you're alone, come on if you have someone, and we'll all have a good time.
Cool,
okay.
Cool. So there you go. So Zvonimir Fras is a professional dance teacher. We're talking real dancing. So we're talking, you know, cha-cha, waltz, ballroom, that sort of stuff. So he is going to be teaching us some real dancing. So the first show starts in a fortnight. So make sure when you join us, you've got some space so you can do the steps along with us, okay? So we're going to say goodbye now. Let's go say goodbye from our panelists in turn, starting with Chef Benjamin in France.
Hello. Thanks everyone for coming and joining the show. I've absolutely loved Roti John tonight. It's given me some great ideas for some tapas and some sort of Spanish creations on it. But it absolutely fantastic. A real good twist on using eggs, and always our favourite ingredients and the cheapest too. But thanks everyone, and there'll be some more posts this week.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, Ben. And now over to Michael. Oops, there we go.
Thank you so much for the invitation, AZ Entertainment and Aslan Bloor. I really appreciate it, and the dish sounded and looks awesome. I really appreciate the insights into the Malaysian side of street food, and I will definitely be trying this real soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. And now we're going to go over to our dancers. and our guinea pigs, my guinea pigs for tonight.
Thank you, Evan. It was so much fun. It was this cook along. We should do this more often. I like it.
Yes, we'll switch over, okay? You cook and I'll cook your dish because I love Croatian food.
Yeah, so we'll do it soon, actually. I had some thoughts about it, so we'll talk about it later. But this was very fun, and this is the dish that we will actually introduce to our friends here, and I think they're going to love it. This is a new approach for the familiar ingredients, and this is awesome, really awesome. So thank you for showing us also that.
Thank you, my pleasure, and it's thank you for joining and for cooking, Zvonimir. You want to say something for a change?
Yeah, I'm really glad we did the cook along because now I can taste it and not just look pictures and you know. So because it really not only smells good, it smoked the kitchen and stuff, but well, we aired it out and now we'll finish up and let's start eating some.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to eat as well. My football team. In case you guys haven't actually heard this, I'm a huge Manchester United fan. And we just won a tough game, so I'm in seventh heaven. I'm really pleased. So thank you so much for joining us. And from the comments in the event stream, people are excited about the dance show in 2 weeks. So it's going to be good. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Roti John.
Bye from Croatia.
Singapore Hawker Food.
Bye.
We will see you all next week.
Bye, Ben. Bye, Michael.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.